Hello, everybody. We're back on Voces Unidas here on KROJ 101.5 FM. My name is Daniel Molina, and never mind. Sorry, I kind of got stuck right there. Now, joining me, without further ado, is Membership Band.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
What's up?
Stoked to be here.
Thank you for joining me. It's four of y'all, so can we go from my left to right? Can we just have you introduce yourselves to the people?
Yeah, sure. I am Kobe Henderson. Folks call me Gooby. I'm a rhythm guitar, lead vocal.
Awesome.
My name's Joey. Sometimes I go by Krampus. I play drums in Membership.
Awesome.
My name is Philip. I play lead guitar in Membership.
Lead guitar.
My name is Peter. I play bass in Membership. I go by P-Dog sometimes.
Every day.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you for joining me today, y'all. This is the debut of my segment, pretty much. I did a test run last month, but this is the first time I've really promoted to the public. So, welcome to Momo Talk.
Hey, yo. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Well, we just listened to Diesel by y'all, and we're listening to Scandalous right now. So, right off the bat, I love the vibes with Diesel, you know. I took a listen earlier, and it was just like, it could be in a movie, you know.
Hey, yo, we love Diesel too. It's the one we put out most recently.
Yeah.
The most recent release.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the creative process with that song with y'all?
It was around the LA wildfires. I had that riff kicking around forever. It started out super slow. The blue doo 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 bow. It started way slow. And then what we do always, every time, without fail, is take a song and make it really fast. We always speed it up ridiculously.
Yeah.
And then we eventually found a happy medium. But yeah, after the LA wildfires, the world was this crazy amber color. And I was driving to work one morning, and the words for the chorus, "Such a lovely world to waste, what a lovely golden day. Better take a picture before we fade away," something like that. That's sort of what drove the song, and it's called Diesel because it's in drop D tuning, and we were calling it Drop Diesel McGeasel, but it also kind of worked out because Diesel is loosely related to the whole climate crisis, and that's sort of the rough go around of the creative process, y'all.
Yeah, if I can say, I think the subject matter of the song kind of informed the groove of the tune, and I think there was just kind of this thing where we all kind of knew to hold back a bit and kind of lean in on this halftime sort of feel with it that I hadn't really done before. So I personally was the most proud of that one to have been released. But number-wise, it didn't do as well as we thought it would, actually.
We have one about how loving and satisfied we are about the current political state of affairs, and I feel like that tapped people's, trigger button a little more. That one's called KTP. We can't play it on the radio because it has swear words in it.
Makes sense.
And it's suggestive. It means keep the peace, and that's all it means, and that's all it'll ever mean. But
that's right.
And so it was sort of interesting to see, because that one got a huge boost on TikTok because it's a very hot button thing, and then a more nuanced subject the inevitability of the end of the habitable world due to corporate greed is a little harder to push straight across, whereas KTP is right in your face. But we love Diesel. It's like a band favorite.
It is.
It
is.
And as we try to figure out our sound, we are a newer band still. This core group, us four, how long have we been in? Less than a year still, right?
With Philip?
It's been basically a year now.
Yeah.
I mean, this last November,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So coming up on November, it'll be 1 year since I joined the band. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we're still trying to figure out exactly how we want to progress, because we do a lot of indie, a lot of emo, punk, and so we're trying to find that sweet spot right now, and Diesel is part of that stepping stone. We love it.
Yeah. I think you can also hear for Diesel, one of my favorite things we do is the bridge and that, and the whole process of recording that. I mean, all the, getting in Joey's room and stomping and the whole thing was just so much fun, and it's such a cool break in that song. Kind of adds a little bit of levity to it, and one of the most fun moments we have live, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It seems like there's you guys kind of got like different personalities to balance each other in some sort of way.
Yeah.
No, we're all super similar. Yeah, the exact same.
I think we just bring out the childishness in each other most of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's Philip and I are the gym rats. You know, the creative. Like we have two metalheads in the band. It's Philip and I. But you know, widely varying. I mean, I met Joey in a parking garage in Nashville, spray painting up a parking garage.
About 4 years ago now.
Yeah, very serendipitous. And if our personalities didn't mesh, we wouldn't hung out again. And you know, so you know, I love the balance of our personality, and it shows on stage too.
Yeah.
On that note, I have to mention, because like I met Philip at LACC when we were both studying music like years ago, and then like we went on with our lives, and then I didn't see him until like some point last year where a mutual friend of ours ended up coming to the roof, and he was like, "Oh, I think you know Philip," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I went to school with Philip." He was like, "Yeah, can I invite him over?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, of course." And then like when Philip came up to me, he was like a person I had never seen before. He was like, "Dude, oh my gosh, dude, it's so good to see you, man. Like, what are you even doing, dog?" Just like you came like 200% to life, and I was like, "Wow, I wish that was the Philip I met a while ago."
I remember that night. My friend Adam, I was playing Elden Ring late one night, you know, having a good time, and then he called me up and was like, I think he mentioned like, "Oh, Peter from LACC." I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I'm in Silver Lake. You should come by." It was like late. I think it was like after like you guys had played or something, or someone on the roof, and like I showed up, and I was just like, "Peter, I haven't seen you in like 3 years or
it was
something."
trippy, dog.
And if it hadn't been for that, like my homie just like saying like, "Hey, I think you know this dude," I would have never gone over, and like, who knows?
Yeah,
So,
and a lot
Adam.
wouldn't have happened. Yeah.
For those listeners at home too, when we refer to the roof, we're talking about our place in a historic Filipino town. We throw lots of shows up there. So, you know, come up to one of those at some point.
Come to the roof.
I don't know when we're going to do another one of those, like summer.
Spring, summer.
Yeah.
You know.
At some point next year.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
They're a good time.
TBD.
Let me know. I'm gonna pull up.
That's right. That's right. Everybody can.
So there's lore. I know you guys. I don't know this version of the membership, right? But I had seen membership band at a Battle of the Bands like 2020 and in 2023, beginning 2024, right?
Yeah.
I think, and it was the first time I was telling Peter. The first time I've heard of What You Know by Two Door Cinema Club.
Hey yo.
And I was
Oh, we're talking about a different battle.
The Guitar Merchant.
Yeah, the
Battle of
Creative
the
Collective
Bands.
battle. Yeah. I say the Creative Collective sticker on your thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was our first gig as membership, I believe.
That's that was maybe our third one.
Were we the Charm Offensive at that point still?
I don't know what we were. we were on the way to this place, and our drummer canceled on us, like en route.
Not me. It wasn't.
Yeah. This was before.
Joey
we had Joey.
That's why
in the
Joey
band.
sits in this chair.
This was still phase 1 of membership before we even like had a full band. But yeah, we were calling our friend, and we were like, "Hey, what's up?" And we just heard, okay. He's not coming.
Yeah.
So we just raw dogged an acoustic set at the GC.
Nice.
And we played What You Know.
Yeah, we played What You Know. We were in our pajamas. We decided the most punk thing we could do at that point was to pretend like we didn't care. And so we pulled up in our PJs. We have some great pictures of that, but you know, Christmas PJs on, playing a Battle of the Bands. We did not win that one. No. we didn't take the cake on that one.
Shout out Physical
I y'all
Education.
should've won, low-key.
I mean, your words, not mine.
Yeah.
I can't. I refuse to be a sore loser, you know. But
Shout out Physical Education. They won that one.
well, that
Was it Physical
we
Education?
played
I
two.
thought it was Ladies Court.
Oh.
We played two battles at the Guitar Merchant. The first one we played What You Know, I believe.
I think Ladies Court won that one.
Yeah. Either way, we
Either way.
played two at the Guitar Merchant and lost both. So
Shout out Ladies Court.
yeah, shout out,
Shout
not
out,
us.
How is that though? Like, it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like, it's kind of rough because I do music kind of like individually, like, you know, as an individual musician. But that's already nerve wracking. But to go out there and be like, do you think I'm better than this other band? Kind of like, how's that whole process feel as like a band?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, past a certain point, it's weird to like compare yourselves to other bands because, you know, it's clear when one person's going for like their own sound or one group's going for like a completely different sound, and then when it's also based on how many people you can actually bring to the show to like scream your name, then that has a lot to do with it, you know. So nothing to be sore about at the end of the day. We're just happy to play music with other people who are passionate about it and meet some other people too.
We are a band born of battle, though. You know, because we played those 2 creative collective battles, and then the main arc of kind of our first year as a band was playing all of these Battle of the Bands sponsored by a company called Magic Meows. Shout out Magic Meows if you're listening. Love ya. And we surprisingly won the first round. I had no expectations of winning the first round. It was first round, semifinals, and finals, right? 3 rounds.
Which was our first time playing with Joey.
Joey flew in the day of the battle.
Yeah.
And so I had no expectation that we would actually win that first round, and we got past that, and I think that sort of lit a fire under us to be like, oh wait, this band doesn't suck. we can play non-DIY, non-rooftop shows and actually move people. And from that point, we made it all the way to the finals, got 3rd place. There's a Wikipedia article about the potential corruption of that decision, but you know, that's a conspiracy theory. You can hear my tinfoil hat shaking. But no, that really pushed us to work super hard, and it made us actually lock in as a band really quick. So that's another aspect of that sort of competitive nature, because in music, a lot of the time, and in arts in general, you don't really have the opportunity to treat it like a sport, to treat it like, oh, we gotta train so we can beat the other team. Like, it's usually like an internal battle, like you were saying, like as an individual musician. So, but we love the battle scene. I want to do more, but
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, why not?
I'm sure we will.
Why not? Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. It's like, you know, offering the perspective of like the competitive side of music, which is, I feel like it gets competitive even when it's not, you know. I don't know if you ran into a musician or not that's like, I'm better than you, and like
I feel like
I was gonna rub it in your face.
I feel like different genres lend themselves to competitive nature more. Like rap and hip hop, there's a lot of that braggadocio built into the lyrics in general. Like, I'm the king or whatever. But in like indie rock and emo, it's mostly like who's the saddest dude. Like that's sort of the
who got broken up with the worst.
Yeah, the biggest breakup. Yeah. So that competitive nature doesn't really present itself too much in indie rock and emo, which you know is probably good. None of us played sports anyway.
But on another hand, though, there are like bands we played with that have just like blown our minds to the point where like, oh my gosh, like we need to get this tight amongst each other as a band. Yeah. Like it does light a fire underneath you to see like someone really, really killing the game.
Shout out Familiar Faces if you're listening to 101.5.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And so where do you guys feel like you're at like as a band right now? Like where's like the next steps? Where are you focusing on presently?
I'm thinking we go knock on the door of Capitol Records after this. Yeah. You know, throw a demo tape at them, see where that goes.
Definitely.
No, we right now we played a show or two every month this year, and we'll probably continue that and keep playing. The December-November gigs are kind of shaky, but the next thing on the radar, and Joey's gonna kick me for saying this on recording, but we're gonna release a song on Halloween. That one's called Bang.
Yeah.
We decided on Bang. See, this is how solidified this is. I'm asking the band for the name of the song we're gonna release in less than a week or whatever. But we're really excited to sort of hermit and write and record, and sort of as I was speaking about earlier, lock in more of what our sound is, because we want to be able to focus on one lane. It's easier that way, and it won't be so confusing, because after this very heavy punk song we're releasing, we plan to do Peter's song, Ask Me, and that one is like soft and sweet and melodic and
very heartfelt.
Super. And it's kind of this pattern we're establishing, because it's like we released KTP, that's a really hard punk song, and then we had Diesel, which is like sort of a mid-tempo indie rock emo banger, and now we're back to full punk, and we're going back to melodic. So in the next few months or so, we kind of want to figure out how to homogenize all of these different influences and make it more so like a regular sound that people can expect from us. We're lucky that we're young, because we can sort of play around with this, but eventually I bet any interested third party to invest in us is gonna want to be like, that's a punk band, that's an indie band. But you know, the plan is to make and write and play a lot of music. Essentially.
That's awesome. And it's good that you have the perspective of being young. Is that something you all share? Does anybody in the band feel like kind of like, oh, we gotta make this pop off right now, or else like
I think there's a little bit of that. We all have a little bit of fire under us right now, just because we've been doing this for a long time. You know, a lot of us studied music. It was our passion in high school, and we continued it through college. We've played with countless bands, and a lot of us have already released songs and had projects, and so there definitely is a little bit of that fire. But at the same time, I think we're doing a good job of taking our time with it and not rushing and just trying to explore every creative part that we can with this group.
Yeah, I think it all comes pretty naturally. Like, we kind of just write and play music that we enjoy, that we like to play, it's fun to us, sounds good to us, you know, and I think it's like, it's easy to get caught up in like, we have to write a song that sounds exactly like this and fits into this genre and sounds like this band or whatever, but it's like, that's not fun. Like, the whole reason why our shows are enjoyable and everything is because it's like we're having a good time. Legitimately, like we're really enjoying it. Could definitely tell at the Viper Room on Thursday. It's just kind of like it's natural. It's, you know, like we're not faking it. So yeah, I think you're just gonna just sit down, write a bunch of music, whatever comes to mind, and then we can sift through it and decide what's the best to release. You know, but yeah, I think we're not stressing it too much. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, give me a second. Just want to remind everybody you're listening to KROJ 101.5 FM Radio Ollin, newest radio station in the Valley. We're streaming out of Panorama City, California, from our studios here at Pueblo Y Salud in San Fernando City. We're here with Membership Band, and they're just letting us know about how they got the right mindset, you know? Like, I feel like that's the right mindset to have, is like that you do. Because, like, if you look at bands, like, I've tried to listen to, like, new music on, like, the new playlist or whatever, right? And, like, when the band's popping off, like, I look at their discography, it's, like, 10-plus years that they've been playing, you know?
Yeah.
It's, like, really rare when somebody has, like, well, I mean, y'all are talented. I'm really hoping that, like, the trip is shorter than longer it is, you know, to wherever it is you want to go. Cheers. But it sounds like y'all are already where you want to be, and it's, like, on a good path, you know? It's, like, on the path you want to be on, the one that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
So I really respect that.
Yeah, I was checking out. Jimmy Eat World is one of my biggest influences, and they were around for 6 years before that one song, like The Middle, came out, and that was like their big hit. They were at it for 5-6 years, and they were, you know, sleeping in tour bands and doing that whole thing. And the scene is way different now, but it sort of shifted my expectations, because there is that urgency, like, oh, we got to pop off right now, especially in the social media era, where people, you know, will drop one TikTok sound and things will blow up for them really quick. There's that sort of like, oh, if we just strike gold thing, but part of it is just enjoying the process, and I like these fellas enough. So
Yeah.
That's the most important part, right? Is like liking the people you're doing the thing with.
it makes the art better.
Yeah.
So with the phase 1 of membership, is that like a thing that didn't click? Was it the personalities? I don't want to open up drama or anything, but
Yeah, you know, we got the Howard Stern digging deep into our. Yeah, there was this guy. No, I'm just kidding. You know, any band in the early stages is gonna go through different lineups. I mean, shoot, it took us how long to find a permanent drummer? Like 5-6 months.
Yeah.
And then I had to convince Joey to move to LA. He said stuff's really popping for me out in Boston, dude. I don't know. And I said, listen, I got this indie rock band. We'll blow your mind. Yeah, and that's exactly how it happened.
That's how it worked.
No, we just went through different lineups, and I'm pretty confident that this is the final phase lineup. I mean, if any of us left the group, I don't feel like it'd be membership anymore. It'd be some other thing.
I agree.
And that's really exciting because now it feels like you can really lock in. And like when we take pictures as a group, I'm like, heck yeah, these are the pictures that are gonna stay. Like this is the band, so that's cool.
That's awesome. That must feel good, you know, like, because it kind of does feel like, or I imagine it would feel like, kind of like dating, kind of. Almost,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Time.
Is this the person I'm gonna stay with?
I mean, we met on Grindr after all. Like at the end of the day.
Hey, you know, good chemistry, good chemistry, good playing. But I like. Is there anything else y'all have as like hobbies? Like maybe I don't want to call music a hobby. Like, you know, that's a career. For
I mean,
y'all.
technically,
dude.
that's what it is. Just
Yeah?
a very, very glorified hobby.
glorified hobby,
I mean,
yeah.
like it's doesn't exactly like pay the bills at this point, but it's like, you know, we all work jobs, and I think it's safe to say that like that funds our passion.
Yeah.
You know, and a hobby can be a passion.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we're just working towards the point to. I don't know at what point it's gonna sustain us, but I feel like, you know, so many people who are like getting big shows and even touring are still coming back to work like labor or office jobs.
Yep.
That just, you know, because that's just the world we're in right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just exclusively in this country, I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
Ireland is doing $350 a week for musicians.
Really?
What do you
Yeah,
mean,
like a
$350?
stipend. Yeah, if you're a musician, like so maybe the next thing on the membership thing is moving to Ireland. Yeah.
Membership
Maybe.
Ireland trip. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching Joey get really into basket weaving recently.
Yeah.
Um,
Underwater basket weaving specifically.
Big time, yeah.
Makes all the difference.
I've been into crochet. No, earlier I mentioned that, you know, Philip's a gym rat. I'm a gym rat. I like keeping it tight. You gotta lead singer. You gotta be
Yeah.
at least half attractive. It didn't give it to me through the face. The genetics didn't do it. So I have to at least be kind of fit, you know.
Yeah. Kobe took 5 scoops of creatine right before going
Yeah.
on. So.
Before this, in the bathroom, I was just like slamming scoops of Cree, just
Yeah.
feeling good. If you see me expanding in real time, it's just the creatine. Don't worry.
You can absorb all the moisture out of the air.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Wash
You guys
the
need to
water.
get out of here. You can't breathe in just a second. I'm full Cree mode. I'm Super Saiyan creatine right now. I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z shorts on YouTube recently. That's sort of been a thing, you know, comparing power levels. You know, Black Frieza just came out into the scene and one-shotted Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta, and so we don't know how that's gonna play out.
when I'm not practicing, rehearsing, or working, I am watching The Sopranos. That is all I am doing. We love most of us love The Sopranos in this household. But
Has everybody finished it, or anybody finished it?
Oh, I finished The
I
Sopranos.
finished it a bunch of times.
Twice.
I
That's,
still need to watch it.
Yeah,
He's
we're
gonna
trying.
watch it.
are we watching the spoiler alerts for Joey?
No, he won't remember anyways. I just got the Sopranos PlayStation 2 game, Road to Respect. The
Yeah.
gameplay is a bit repetitive, but it is like a subplot that you get. I don't know if I can say the character's name.
His name's Sal.
His name's Sal, right?
Sal Bumpancero.
Sal Bumpancero, it's his kid, and he is joining the mafia after Sal was taken out for being a rat. And so you are Sal's kid trying to, you know, join the team. I don't know how it's going to go, but original voice acting cast, I think IGN, that's the video game website, they gave it like a 4.5 out of 10. So, and I see it. I see why.
It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll play it after.
Yeah.
They used to do video games really good, like the PlayStation 2 era. They had like some, like, I think it was Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
It was like so crazy when it came out. I remember being a kid, but I looked at the graphics, I was like, these aren't good.
Star Wars
But-
Battlefront 2, bro. Yeah,
They're life changing those games back then.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I never moved on.
Yeah, he got them recently, and then I think for a week straight, I was just like up playing the OG Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I never moved on. I sort of fizzled out of the console scene after the PlayStation 3
Yeah.
and the Xbox 360. That was like the last era. I'll play Wii anytime though.
Yeah.
Madden 11 on the Wii, that's an all-time game. I highly recommend it. I think
Do you actually throw and stuff?
so. I mean, you can. They want you to, but it's more of a flick, and you got to hit the power moves. LT was Madden 2010, and LT's the GOAT. LT's the GOAT for that game. So, you know, pick that game up. I'm mostly in this band so I can get a platform to tell people to play Madden 10 on the Wii. Yeah. The COD games are pretty good on the Wii too.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
really?
You get a gun. They put the Wii remote in a plastic, so it's like, which is like way cooler than like playing with a controller.
I mean, if you played the Metroid Samus games on the Wii, it was kind of the same, where like the Wii remote's just controlling the right arm. That's just a cannon.
That's sick.
You know, it was super fun.
Yeah, I jumped out of the consoles after the Wii. I was like, we peaked. We did it. Like
Wii Sports Resort. That's all we need.
Wii Sports.
That was great.
Wii Sports in general, bro. I'm a killer on bowling.
The boxing was so much fun.
Oh,
Really, you're into the
fun.
boxing?
Oh, the boxing.
The
Yeah.
boxing was
And
fun.
Wii,
I used to grind that, dude.
I have a Wii at home. We'll set it up after we clean our house. Our house with the rooftop that we perform on is well loved right now. It's disgusting because we host so many public events. We also do an open mic that I started but has become the membership open mic, which I'm grateful for. I'm glad we're sort of getting a little extra brand recognition, but we have so many people at the crib that like we cannot keep it clean. We just cannot. We used to be a shoes off house, and now you need your shoes on for health reasons. Like, yeah, but we love that. Part of the ethos of membership, to pull it back into the whole band thing, is turning our fans and our little thing into a community. Like that's always been the thing. We're heavy on crowd participation whenever we play, because we want to really make sure it's for them. Mm-hmm. Playing shows is super fun, but it's way more fun if the crowd feels like they're part of the spectacle, and that's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is that inspired by any artist or band from history?
I mean, I was baptized in the Church of Bruce Springsteen very young, and I steal his moves constantly. You know, getting people just to say "hey" and putting your fist in the air like that. I saw that when I was 10 years old in the pit of a Bruce Springsteen concert. That guy spit on me. We got lucky. We had regular GA tickets, and we were waiting in line, and then randomly this guy in like a placard on or whatever, and he came up. He was like, "We chose 250 people randomly to get moved to the pit. You're going." and that changed my life, because that showed me truly the power that a performer can have over an audience. Yeah. And like it was genuinely magic, and I don't know how old he was. I'm 56 now, and that was 10 years ago. So I was at least, I was like 12. I was like 12 years old, and that just changed my life. So that's like my biggest influence for performance. Yeah. Not musically. I don't make dad rock like that. I can't.
Well, Bruce Springsteen's actually one of my dad's favorite artists. My dad's from El Salvador. Like, came over to the U.S. during the Civil War and stuff. And he just loves Bruce Springsteen. I grew up listening to Born in the USA, Born to Run. Yep. The River is relatable.
Now you're talking about The River. Now we're getting into it. Yeah, now we're getting into it. The River.
We gotta have a Bruce Springsteen freak out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have posters in our house that is also our rehearsal space. Bless our neighbors. And we have a big poster of Buddy Rich right next to the drums. And recently I've hung up a little poster of Bruce Springsteen on that poster of Buddy Rich. I'm hoping we can all put our influences, like our big guy, right on there. Make a little tribute, a shrine. But yeah, Bruce Springsteen is everybody's dad's favorite, bro. That's my dad's favorite. I've met a lot of people who it's your dad's music, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool being an old head.
Heck yeah. The reason I asked is because I remember I heard that like the Grateful Dead was super big on their audience being part of like the performance. Like I know they were like super psychedelic and all that, but it's really cool. So I always like to ask, because there's like a lot of things that could inspire a musician, you know. So.
Yeah, we have a real Grateful Dead vibe, I think.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've heard Philip say explicitly. Is like, we're not a jam band in these conversations we're having. Like, what's our sound? It's like definitely not a jam band. Yeah. Prince is also just a ridiculous performer. They put out a movie he made back in the day called Sign of the Times out in theaters recently, and it's just a concert footage. And that man, I love Bruce Springsteen with all my heart, sure. And, you know, there's all sorts of conversations we can have about who's the GOAT, Michael Jackson or Prince, but I genuinely think Prince is the GOAT, like, all around. You name any musician and Prince. There are people who do the things Prince does better, but nobody does everything as well as Prince. I mean, don't get me started. Y'all should probably talk about your performance influences as well.
I'll name a couple bass players that I've like the past 3 or 4 years I've kind of gone like pretty deep into, which is Les Claypool of Primus, and Mono Neon of Mono Neon. That dude like just plays for everyone. That dude has played for Prince actually on one special occasion. But they just both do like insane things with their instrument. Like I feel like they're both weirdos of like their own times. Like Les Claypool, I feel like is like a cartoon character who's just able to do like impossible things on his instrument, while Mono Neon's just kind of like an alien who has like otherworldly knowledge of this instrument. And they both have like their own approaches to it, but like they're both like slap gods, and they both have like insane feel and groove. And I don't know, I've gone into like a couple Primus rabbit holes with a couple of these guys, but it's also kind of like, you know, rules are made to be broken, you know, like it doesn't have to fit within any kind of parameters or boundaries, but yeah.
We got a couple of jams that are sounding kind of Primacy these days.
Oh yeah, just basically like tritone stuff.
Yeah.
on the bass.
Yeah, I just love Van Halen, dude. Eddie Van Halen, greatest guitarist of all time, in my opinion. I'm a big metalhead. Just been listening to a lot of Van Halen 1, Van Halen 2, 1984, the past week or two. Yeah, like Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, all the metal gods, Shaky Lee, Zakk Wylde, the guitarist from Creed, actually, Mark Tremonti, is one of my big inspirations growing up. I want to have one of his signature PRS guitars. I know people, you know, you ask people, they have varying opinions on Creed, but he had a solo project called Tremonti, which was awesome. And he would mix a lot of like finger picking in with like heavier, like chugging stuff, and so that's kind of like my inspiration growing. I mean, me and Kobe, like when I first got in the band and we were talking and everything like that. He's a huge Metallica fan. I can't believe you didn't mention James Hetfield. Like
yeah, huge Metallica. I mean, they were the band that inspired me to pick up a guitar. If Bruce is the guy who inspired me to perform, Metallica is the band that inspired me to play. Because, you know, you give a kid a guitar, an electric guitar, and Metallica's fun because you don't have to know anything. You can, if you just have good rhythm in your right hand, it's all E minor. So you're cool. Like you're set. Joey, what about you, man?
Yeah, I mean, for drums, it's a little bit easier to pick because we got Buddy Rich, and he's just kind of the clear winner in every facet. Yeah, man. I mean, I was jazz trained for most of my life before I joined membership, actually.
Now you're in the school of rock
now
and roll.
I'm in the school of rock. I used to actually have a difficult time playing a straight 8 rock groove because of how much I was swinging all the time. But yeah, man, Buddy Rich, I mean, just the way he can control the band and set up the hits and how he keeps the band tight. Because it's really like when you're talking about hits like that, which we actually incorporate, because, you know, we definitely have a little bit of jazz fusion influence in there.
Can't help ourselves.
But when you have those tight hits at a very fast tempo, as the drummer, you really have to be deliberate about how you set that up to make it abundantly clear to the band exactly where that hit is going to be. And it's an easy thing to mess up, and Buddy Rich was just a master at that. So I've studied him my whole life, and I probably always will.
Awesome. That's great. It's like kind of similar, kind of different, which is really awesome. And I'm excited to see you all perform right here in a second.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a little acoustic set, everybody. So I think we're gonna start getting the set up here real quick.
For sure.
I know you had mentioned you had the song coming out October 31st.
Yes, sir.
And you just want to do like some quick announcements again for like what you guys got coming up.
Hey, I appreciate that. So we got new song coming out October 31st. Yeehaw, very excited about that. It's a kind of System of a Down influence. That's a comparison we catch a lot, actually, which I'm very grateful for, if I can be in the same breath as them. But yeah, October 31st, new song, potential gig on the 13th. We were discussing that on the way, 13th of November. Probably a Christmas party on the roof in December. No show even. We might play some standards. Membership plays the standards. What I'm really excited about, really excited about, Friday, January 23rd, we're playing the biggest room we've ever played. We're playing the Echo on Sunset.
Yeah.
We're playing with the Hot Brothers, 1 Out of 10, and American Woman. It's going to be a banger. We need to shout it from the rooftops. We need to pack the room. So if you're listening to KROJ 101.5, be there 123, January 23rd. We're packing out the Echo. We're stoked. I saw some of my favorite bands there, and every time I'm there, I just wonder, how am I going to get on that stage? I need to be on this stage. And so the fact that all the stars aligned, we're excited beyond belief. Everything else kind of pales in comparison, actually, in my head. So yeah, that's sort of it. That's what we got to plug.
Yeah.
Ask Me, coming out in November, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still going to be promoting Bang for probably a while after that. So,
for a year and change.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled, everyone.
Keep your ears open.
Follow Membership Band on Instagram for updates.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Membership Band on TikTok too, if you want to see us do silly stuff. We put all the silly stuff on TikTok.
They want to see us do our silly TikTok dances.
Yeah.
And follow the member cat.
Oh yeah, the member cat as well.
Our
Checkers.
manager.
Yeah.
A bad manager.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. Appreciate y'all opening up a little bit.
Thank you, man.
Getting this conversation started. And I can't wait to see y'all rock it right now.
Let's do it.
I'm definitely going to do my best. If work doesn't let it, I won't be there. But if I don't have work, I'll be there.
Right.
January 23rd.
January 23rd.
So if anybody wants to join me then, you heard it. You heard where to follow them, and you can keep up with them there. But I'm about to play Diesel again. Is that okay for you?
Run it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going
Cheers,
to run
brother.
Diesel and a couple more membership tracks here on the music. And we're going to get the live sound set up here, and you'll hear us back in a couple minutes. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, membership. Appreciate y'all.
Beautiful. Let's rock.
Good morning, everybody. I'm back live here in KROJ 101.5 FM Radio Ollin. This is still Voces Unidas on KROJ 101.5 FM with Momo Talk. And right here in the studio, well, I think the first time we have a full drum kit in here, but have membership band ready to rock the house. So take it away, guys. Thank you so much.
1, 2, 3.
Baby, I swore that I would have hung up this so high. Gone blind, screws in the walls, I swear they seem to have no end. Guess I gotta go, I know it's hard, relinquishing control before I go and find it on my own. Would you please ask me already? Hard to breathe, silence so heavy. 'Cause if I fall, won't you even try to catch me? Let me go now, I'll never be ready. Baby, I swore that I would have never let this whole fruit leave. If all the sugar in the world could satiate those needs for things to be so sweet, I guess I gotta go. I know it's hard, relinquishing control. The more I go and try to find it all alone. Would you please ask me already? Hard to breathe, silence so heavy. to breathe in silence so heavy. 'Cause if I fall, would you even try to catch me? Let me go now, I'll never be ready. Tell me, would you please ask me already? Ask me already. 'Cause if I fall,
Right now this one's called Mario. And that one was called Ask Me. We usually teach people how to sing along when we're on stage doing this, so if you're at home and you just gotta get something out of your body, this is how you do it. The part goes like this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Boys, I don't know. But I don't know. Caught up in the come and go. I don't know. Coming along, coming on strong. It's coming along, but is it coming out wrong? Are we too far gone? Well, I don't know. But I guess that's nothing new. Looking back, I wish I knew. Just goes to show. I don't know what I don't know. I'm caught up in the come and go. I don't know, but maybe Philip does. I don't know, but I guess that's nothing new. Looking back, I wish I knew. 1, 2, 3, say I don't know. I don't know. That one will probably be called I Don't Know.
So I don't know.
Battle. But at the end of the day, I couldn't tell you.
Who knows?
Who knows? Not me. This one is called Bang. It's the next one that's coming out on October 31st. We're going to see how we can do it on acoustic because it's a punk tune. said it won't come true. You got no vision, you got no vision and I can't see for you. Oh, you got no vision. I don't need to explain no reasoning. I beg to plead in my own life, it's just uninteresting. You're moving into the dark where you will never grow. I won't tell you this is the end for you. I guess you'll never know. You got eyes, but you just say you are blind. But still trying to control me. You keep pushing, it won't control. You got no vision, got no vision to get me for you. Come on! You at home, let me hear you say, hey, 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 hey! 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo! Oh, you got no vision! You got no vision! You my mind, but you're trying to control me! Keep pushing, it won't come down! You got no vision! You got no vision, I can't see my out! Yo! Oh, you got no vision, I can't see my out! You got no vision, I can't see my out! French! Usually there are swear words at the end of that one, but FCC compliance is a beast. Thank you. We are membership. I dropped my pick halfway through that one. That's a tough one.
Thanks for joining me, y'all. Any you want to remind everybody where to follow you at, where they can keep up with you?
Membership Band on socials.
On socials, the member cat. 123 January 23rd at the Echo. Stream our stuff. Go stream Diesel. She needs it. We're membership.
Awesome. Well, that was membership. Thank you again, guys. Thank you for joining me. Y'all rocked it. It sounded amazing. I'm sure everybody at home loved it. We'll have it on YouTube soon. And thank you, everybody back at home, for listening to KROJ 101.5 FM. This was Voces Unidas, the debut of Momo Talk. And we'll be back tomorrow with Las Comadres or Voces Unidas. I forgot which week it is. And then next third Sunday of the month, I'll be back with my show. So thank you again, membership band.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Daniel.
We
Thanks,
love you,
y'all.
world. Ah.